Hey guys, it's Corey and Dave from Zapp Comics. We're going to talk about one of my all-time favorite stories. I know it's new to you, but I know you did appreciate it. The Infinity Gauntlet, which of course is majorly hyped now because of Thanos. An event it came out, in the Avengers movie. I was like, who's this purple guy? And Marvel's like, oh, it's Thanos. He's like awesome, and a lot of the newbies didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
So they put Infinity Gauntlet back out in trade, and it's been a top seller ever since, and it still sells. I remember buying it off the shelf when I was a kid and reading it, and I was blown away by it. Thanos was created by Jim Starlin, who was one of my favorite writer/artists. He wrote Infinity Gauntlet. He did not draw it.
Who drew it?
George Perez started it, and Ron Lim finished it. George Perez had prior commitments with DC on another series, and he couldn't finish it. So Ron Lim was the regular artist on Silver Surfer, which is the prequel. So if you want to read this contains issues 1 through 6 of the Infinity Gauntlet. The prequel is here. It was like Silver Surfer 34 through like 38 or 39, and then Thanos' Quest, which is what kicked off the Infinity Gauntlet. To make it long story short, Infinity Gauntlet is Thanos and Thanos' Quest goes along and collects these Infinity Gems, which all have like certain powers.
They have magic powers over stuff.
Like what? What are the powers?
Time.
There's reality.
Reality. Space. Potassium.
No, it's time, space, mind,
motor,
soul, reality, and power. So you put them all together, it's like,
you're like Dave then.
You're like
you
this guy
power over everything.
You can just rule the world.
You can do whatever you want. So he basically becomes the ultimate anything ever. And he puts them all into his mitt. He bedazzles his glove.
He does bedazzle.
He bedazzles his glove.
He bedazzles his glove before it was cool to bedazzle your glove. Well, actually, no, bedazzle back then. Never mind.
He was pretty much with the trends.
Yeah, he was with the trends. Yeah.
Now we look back and he also has a Infinity fanny pack that he wears. It's sequenced.
Yes, it is.
So he's basically in love with Death.
Yes.
As all tough guys
Death
are.
is a woman in the Marvel Universe, and he's trying to impress her. He's always trying to impress Death. He's obsessed with her.
Am I right? Yeah. So anyway, he's always trying to impress her, and what does Death love the most? Killing people.
That's right, because he's Death.
So he erases half of existence.
Yeah, he literally wipes out like half of the Marvel Universe. Like literally with the snap of his fingers, they're gone. They all die. So like as you're reading it, you're like, what? Like they're all gone.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ruin anything for you, but obviously, the events turn. But he takes over. He takes down everybody, like Galactus and Celestials and
all
Eternity,
the Avengers.
The Avengers, the X-Men.
Just wrecks them.
Everybody. And,
wrecks them. It's awesome.
And he does it with ease.
Yeah.
But he's so preoccupied with impressing Death. Of course, he lets his guard down. Things happen.
He even beats the Hulk. And I always have a question. In this era, why is he always wearing, like, really low-cut V-necks and matching pants?
Well, now the New 52, they all have, like, that little V thing. Back then,
this is the Hulk, though. Why is he dressed? He
had the bowl cut.
He did, and he's about to do, like, Shakespearean drama.
Yeah. And this is a Thor that has the visor on his face. And you got...
it's a bearded Thor. It's a good Thor.
It is bearded Thor with a visor. It's good, though. I mean, I definitely... It holds up. I mean, aside from when you look at some of the characters and how they look, which is very 90s. I mean, this story came out like 91, 92-ish, I think. Yeah. So when you look at them, they're a little dated, but the story still holds up well. Like I said, George Perez, the cover #1 is amazing. Ron Lim, who's not as big now, but at the time, he was hot. His Silver Surfer is one of my favorite. You ever get a chance to look at his surfer work when he teamed up with Jim Starlin. There was a couple offshoots. It was Infinity War and Infinity Crusade, which came out after it. They're okay.
Infinity as well, coming out soon.
Yeah, the thing. The Thanos is now coming back. They're really pushing him because of the movie. Thanos is pretty much what Doctor Doom should be, but because of the movie, Marvel is really going to push Thanos. So Thanos is going to be like the top bad guy. Kind of like a Lex Luthor type guy for Marvel.
And if he hasn't shown up a while, I know his cool little mitten has. couple different books. The Avengers, New Avengers. If you're into this kind of stuff, you should read that now. There's a lot of crossovers coming up.
Yeah, that Infinity, Free Comic Day is going to be an Infinity, prequel free book, so it's going to really kick off this big cosmic battle that's going to, I guess, come out of Guardians of the Galaxy. And
his face is on the front.
Yeah, his face is on the front. It's all cracked. The Thanos, the Thanos Rising book's coming out.
Yeah.
Thanos is going to be a big part in Marvel in the next few years.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely, if you want to get familiar with a character, read Thanos Quest, Infinity Gauntlet. You can go on Wikipedia and whatnot, read about them. But I would definitely, Infinity Gauntlet is definitely a must read if you're a Marvel fan. Definitely check it out.
I read it.
So
I did.
Congratulations, Dave.
Every single word. Done.